Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies. Shinji's Bad Path, number 3, the last one. So, soul is black and empty. Anyway, so in this one, this is chapter 11 now, and this is when we find Lachlan and Mickey in Julius's castle-y thingy, his palace, his mansion, whatever. And originally when we did the original playthrough, we chose to listen to Lachlan's story. In this one, we choose not to. So I know for a fact that there is this is chapter 11. We go through chapter 12, and then chapter 13, there's a choice. I believe that's when they're going through the battle fight thingy. And we have to listen to what Sorsha says, because like when she was talking, we had the option to like ask her or just ignore her, and we were like, screw this bitch and ignore her. We have to ask her. But there is something different in the middle, because I thought it was going to be the same. Like, so I clicked don't listen to a story, I saved it, and then I was like, well, wait, if we're going to chapter 13, then whatever, skipped. But there's another part in between that's different that I don't recall. So maybe it's the same, but I'm just not remembering it. But we're going to go through and the whole thing anyway. So, there's no guarantee that Lachlan wouldn't lie to me. He has no reason not to lie to me. I touched the ring that Shinji gave me and transform into my gear. It's 2 against 1. Not wanting to give them any more of an advantage over me, I go with an attack that favors speed over anything else. I conjure fireball after fireball in rapid succession. Mickey quickly throws up a barrier between us, stopping my attacks as they come. No matter how many fireballs I cast, they dissipate as soon as they hit the barrier. Time to try something new. I form whips from my fire and continue to hit the barrier. Whip after whip, it seems to do nothing. I click my tongue. I can't get through. I let go of the whips and they fade away. I move to conjure something new when I hear it. The sound of a metallic click from above, and a very familiar voice yelling, "Inara, watch out!" Huh? Shinji? I look back to see him running towards me, wide-eyed. It happens as if in slow motion. A sense of danger washes over me, and I see one of the chandeliers falling through the air. Now, didn't someone before say watch out for falling chandeliers? Galen said that, right? To her, and she's like, what? Because if we chose not to listen to Lachlan's story, now we know why he said that. But maybe we should be creeped out that he gave us a warning. Shit! I dive out of the way, but it's too late. It lands right on top of me. So see, this is totally different. It was this part. I got to this and I was like, wait, what? My eyes flutter open and I squint at the blinding light coming in through the windows. My body feels so heavy. What? Where am I? It's hard to keep my eyes open. I sit up in the unfamiliar bed and Shinji greets me with a tired smile. Is this his bed? Hi. Hey, finally awake then? Yeah, what happened? The mattress shifts under Shinji's weight as he sits on the edge of the bed. When you got knocked out, my mom took care of you and healed you up. And while you were unconscious, I agreed to listen to what Lachlan had to say. But I wanted to wait for you to be conscious for that. Oh. I look around. Where are they? They left. We're to meet them later. The manor has been compromised, but I didn't want to move you while you were still healing, so I borrowed one of the manor's bedrooms. Oh. I agreed to meet with Lachlan and Mom later on to get an explanation. I know you refused to hear them out the first time, but do you want to come with me? Yes, I would like to. I acted rashly, though I'm not sure that hearing what they have to say will actually help their case. It's interesting that neither of them actually tried to attack me back. So because of that, I want to hear them out too. Alright, I'll take you home for now so you can rest up a bit more. But don't we have to go meet them? No, not yet. Need to wait for them to contact us first. I barely managed to nod through my exhaustion. Oh, that's right. Healing uses the body's own energy, doesn't it? With how tired I am, I can't help but wonder how severely I was actually hurt. But at this point, even all the mysteries in the world couldn't tempt me away from becoming a blanket burrito in my own bed. Blanket burrito. Shinji gets up and easily scoops me up in his arms. What? Hey! He laughs. Hey, what? Would you prefer to walk home? No. Then just sit back and enjoy the ride. Oh, yeah. The ride being you? Ah! Yep, you can ride me another time too when you're less exhausted. Oh my god, Shinji! Oh my god. I know my perv brain was kind of already there, like, right, on. And then he's like, you can ride me another time too. I love him so fucking much. I bury my burning face into his chest. Shinji chuckles and I can feel his chest rumble. I don't like being picked up, but when it's Shinji, I don't seem to mind. You don't mind when Tetsuya did it either, girl. I fall asleep in his arms before we even leave the mansion. Aww. Sometime after the visit to Carroll Manor, I got a call from Shinji. He quickly explained that he got a message for us to meet up and arrange for it to happen in Galen's safe house. Shinji said that the place is safe enough that we wouldn't be disturbed by any surprise visitors again. So see, it's kind of the same. So we talked to them in the manor, and then we end up here to talk about how to trap Cillian. So it's kind of similar, but obviously we didn't believe them, and that's not helpful, and why it's going to end up on a bad path. So I got down here as fast as I could and found Shinji, Mickey, and Lachlan already there. Why am I always the last one? Same thing. Shinji and I sit down next to each other on one of the couches, while Lachlan takes a seat on the one opposite us. Mickey gets us all some tea, warm drinks for hard conversations, before sitting down next to Lachlan. I wonder if Shinji got his casual helpfulness from her. See, this is all stuff that we already went through. Now, I promised to give you my side of the story, so I'll start at the beginning, if it's fine with you. We would like to know everything, so yes, because that's right, he was going to give us his side of the story, and then Cillian came in and blah, 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 and then ran off. So we said no, we got a chandelier thrown on us, and now we're listening to his side of the story. So this is all stuff we've already read before, but I guess we'll just kind of... Actually, this is all stuff we've read, so I'm actually going to hit the skip button to skip all through this, because everything's the same. If anything's different, it'll stop. So I'm going to let it skip, just because we've kind of already read through this, and I don't want to spend an hour reading the same thing. So this is all the same conversations. So this is us. Okay, we're trapping Cillian. All the same stuff is happening, so nothing is different in this respect. And there's no other choices. Now everyone's doing the little battle with her, and she's being a biatch and everything. And this is... Now she tried to goad us with information. Like, oh, I forget exactly what she said, but now we're asking her. So this is where it changes. So I know we could have gone through, but I feel like that would take a long time to read everything that we kind of already went through. Just to change it, but I kind of did at least want to show you a little bit of what was different. I didn't realize it was going to be completely the same, like when we got to the safe house. I thought there might be something slightly different, but I remembered after the fact that we didn't actually get Lachlan's story at the manor, so anyway. It may be complete bullshit. She may just be trying to mess with me, but I want to know. I want to hear whatever she has to say. What do you mean? We Fae normally do not see each other's aura, simply because we can hide it so well. But as Owen fights, he is distracted. The more of that magic he uses, the better I can see his soul. Oh, that's right, she said his soul was black or something. It is dark and broken. She seems so amused by the revelation, but I refuse to react. I stubbornly hide all the worry away. I don't have to think too hard about why she sees what she sees. The death magic, that has to be it. I so desperately wish I could travel back in time and simply stop Shinji from ever getting possessed. I think even though we ignored her, she kind of told us that same thing anyway, and we had the same revelation, but asking her must, trigger something different in the game, so. But I know that's impossible. I look at Sorsha. Are we not fighting? We do not have to. What? I have an offer for you. Right, of course you do. I'm going to win. It is inevitable. However, I will give you a choice. Give in, and I will allow you to remain with my son while I rule Avalon. Fight, and you will be locked away for all eternity in some deep, dark hole where there is no magic, no nothing. Which we already know she can do because she did it to us. That's a ridiculous proposal. Some insignificant flower can never control a storm. As if I'd actually agree to something like that. A loud crash disturbs my thoughts. I turn just in time to see Lachlan crumple to the ground. Shinji looks panicked as he runs to him. I don't know what's going on there, but I need to go get help. Or I need to go help. I move to run, but Sorsha grabs my arm with a vice-like grip. Leaving me so soon? And here we were having such a pleasant conversation. Let me go. I try to pull my arm out from her grip, but she doesn't budge. Just how strong is she? She squeezes harder, and I try not to wince. I said, let me go. Without even thinking about it, I push my arm towards her. Oop, sorry. Clicked my button by accident. Without even thinking about it, I push my arm towards her, holding my hand out. I push her away. She flies through the air and lands on the throne with a loud thud. Thud. Thunk. I wasn't expecting that. Sorsha doesn't move. Her whole body slumps down. Is she knocked out? I'm torn between wanting to go check on her and wanting to run to help Shinji and Lachlan. I should check, just in case. She might be pretending, or knocked out, or worse. I cautiously move towards her. She can't be dead, right? A thrill like that shouldn't kill anyone, I hope. Faced with the possibility that I might have killed someone, I realize how much I do not want to take a life. At least not if I can help it. I carefully lean down and try to check for signs of breathing. I hold my palm out just in front of her face. When I feel some slight breaths, I let out one of my own. Still alive. Good. Maybe we can throw her in some dungeon while she's unconscious and finally be done with this. I mumble to myself as I stand up. Something grabs onto me and pulls me down to my knees with a violent tug. With her steel-like grip, Sorsha forces me to look up at her. I have you now, little witch. Her voice is so calm, so sharp and so cold, that it sends an almost agonizing shudder through my whole being. You, Sorsha covers my mouth with her hand while painfully squeezing my face. I claw at her arm, desperately trying to pull her away from me, but she doesn't budge. Damn you! She squeezes harder. Her nails start to dig into my skin. I grab into Sorsha's arm and conjure fire. The smell of burning flesh fills the air, but she doesn't even flinch. Instead, she grabs my hand and pulls it away, squeezing it with seemingly no effort. I want to scream as she crushes the ring Shinji gave me along with my fingers. Without any effort at all, she completely destroys my gear crystal, forcing me to transform back to my normal clothes. I'm frozen, completely petrified from the pain of the all-encompassing terror. I can't move. I can't call out. Shinji! Lachlan! Help! I desperately wish for my thoughts to be heard. As if reading my mind, Sorsha obliges and turns my head so I can see. No, 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 no! I don't know how I didn't notice, how I didn't at least hear it happen. Lachlan's glassy eyes stare back at me. He hangs impaled by a spear to one of the pillars. Shinji lies crumpled on the floor, guards holding him down just in case he were to wake up. Sorsha leans in close to my ear. I did tell you I would win, did I not? I always win. She lets me drop to the floor. I fall into my broken hand and barely hold myself back from crying out. The pain is so intense I'm starting to see spots in my eyes. I push through the pain and try to blink away some of the dizziness. Just... what are you? Ugh! Sorsha giggles happily. What am I planning to do? Darling Inara, I've explained it already. Her eyes drift toward the unconscious Shinji. My son will become a High King, and I will rule from behind the throne. Shinji will never agree to that. And under different circumstances, I would agree with you. But now, I have you. Me? Certainly. As long as I have you safely hidden away, he will listen to my every word. She snaps her fingers and two guards appear at her side. Hold her up. They obey her without any question or hesitation. Within seconds, I find myself yanked up on my arms and held up like some piece of meat. Sorsha steps closer to me, a smile gracing her lips, one that had fooled me so easily before. She leans down and kisses my forehead. As she steps away from me, searing pain explodes from the spot where her lips touch my skin. Do you like it? It's my own very special brand of poison. It will put you to sleep indefinitely. You are much too precious of a tool to simply let wander around. Ugh. Sweet dreams, Inara. The last thing I see before my vision goes completely dark is Sorsha's sweet, smiling face. So now she's controlling Shinji because he just wants to save us and he will never be able to. Poor thing! Oh, we ruined everything! Because God only knows what happens in the part where we get trapped in the thing forever. Maybe maybe the same thing happens. I would rather be, in a forever sleep than trapped in, a fucking oubliette. I'm just sitting here, wandering around in a circle, can't die. That sucks balls, but Anyway, so like I said in the last part, which I literally recorded 15 minutes ago, I really hope Takumi's path is out by the time these post up, so we will be seeing him next. I do not know, because as of the moment, it is not, but I'm 2 weeks ahead. Yay! But anyway, so yeah, we'll figure it out, and then I guess we'll see what happens. If Takumi's path is out, then that means tomorrow will probably be some other game, and then Wednesday will be the start of Takumi's route. Otherwise, we'll do the epilogues for the first 3 guys. And so one of those will maybe be tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll have to see how I'm going to arrange it, but we'll figure it out. We'll have something. So we will have more Mystic Destinies, hopefully this week. Well, obviously this week, because we'll do the epilogues if Takumi's path isn't out by the time this posts. So, yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.